and welcome to Crappy Pedal Demos, where the pedals are crappy, but sometimes the demos are good. And today we are looking at this bad boy, the Rocktek Chr-01 Chorus. It is the worst gear purchase I have ever made. Why is it my worst gear purchase? Well, imagine if you will, me, age 15, I decide I want to buy a chorus pedal. No idea why I decided on chorus. I was into kind of noisy, angry punk, not a lot of chorus involved, but that's what I wanted. So I went to my little local music shop, asked him if he had a chorus pedal, and he hands me the second-hand blue Boss chorus pedal with 2 knobs. And I tried it and I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. But then he brings out this bad boy and he's like, this one is digital. So it's got a few more options than that one, which is analog and kind of a bit old-fashioned. And I was like, digital? That's obviously better. Come on guys, I was 15. I didn't know. So I try out this one and I'm like, yeah, it's alright. And then he brings out the flanger and he's like, you can have that one and this Rocktek chorus for the same price as the Blue Boss one. The princely £35. So obviously I was like, yeah, I'm going to take the 2 digital pedals, because that's better. And I'm sure you figured out by now that an analog 2-knob Boss chorus pedal was the CE2. Yeah, the same CE2 that I could now sell on Reverb for £185, no question. But instead, 15-year-old, stupid, didn't know what he was doing, Will, bought this bad boy. Anyway, don't take my word for how bad it is. Let's plug it in and find out. So now we're over in the studio, we're going to check out some tones. And when I say studio, I definitely don't just mean the opposite corner of the room, because I couldn't be bothered to get it looking nice again. So I've set up a little board. We've got the Joyo Ultimate Drive, we've got the chorus pedal, and we've got this little Bright Onions True Bypass looper, so we can test and see whether the chorus sucks a whole bunch of tone. I think it does. Will it actually be audible? We'll find out. So, first tone, we've got everything at 10 o'clock, and let's see what it sounds like. So, yeah, kind of a classic-y chorus sound. I feel like it's got a really metallic edge to it, but it's kind of like quite deep and swampy. In fact, first, here's my clean tone. Neck pickup, split down to a single coil on the PRS CE24, clean on the Fender Blues Junior, touch of spring reverb, and that's it. And then back to the chorus. Okay-ish sound. Let's see what this tone pot does. So all the way down. to 10 o'clock. Quite a lot brighter. Not sure why I'm playing that song. Haven't listened to Weezer in forever, even though I do love them. Over at 3 o'clock. No different. And all the way up. Maybe a little bit different. But I'm just gonna whack it over here at 12 for the rest of the demo. So now, let's check out our depth at 12 and see how that's sounding. I'm going to try and play something different. So that's already getting like kind of C6 sounding. I'm not a huge fan of this type of tone, but let's crank the rate as well and see where that's getting us. So now everything's at 12. Still just clean sound. I mean, I don't think you really realistically ever want a faster, deeper, wobblier chorus sound. And I mean, that's everything at 12, so obviously it can get a lot worse. Let's just try upping this rate a little bit. And in theory, this should be a pretty good Leslie rotary kind of sound, because this shares the same chorus circuit as the Arion stereo chorus, which people seem to love. Yeah, so it's kind of doing that type of thing for you. It's okay. It's not my kind of sound really, and it's still got that like really almost metallic edge to it, which I used to think was because it was a digital chorus, but it's not. It's an analog bucket brigade. Shows that I don't know anything other than how this sounds as I'm telling you right now. Anyway, so let's go right back somewhere sensible and see how much depth we can get out of it. Let's go all the way. Let's go crazy. Crazy. And this is where I wish, instead of this next to useless tone knob, they'd put a blend knob. Because I feel like that, maybe like super low, could be kind of cool. Or all the way up and it could be a vibrato. But that's asking a lot for, you know, a cheap Chinese clone that was probably like £20 brand new. So let's go lowest rate, maximum depth, which I'm sure is never a recommended setting, but it's possible. So let's check out what it does. It sounds like a chorus. No, it doesn't. It sounds like a flanger trying to be a chorus, which is my favourite kind of flanger sound. But it's a chorus sounding like a flanger that sounds like a chorus. I don't know. I like it. Let's bring that rate up just a scooch. Bring it up to 9. See what that's doing. Not digging that so much. So let's do the opposite. Let's go full rate, no depth. Which I assume is going to sound terrible. But I thought that about the previous setting, so let's see, maybe I'm just continually wrong. Yeah, as a sound. So let's see if my theory about this slippery bastard stealing our tones is right. I'm going to put it back with everything at kind of 10, maybe like 1027, I reckon. So we're giving it. And now we're going to put the pedal in bypass. We're going to bypass the bypass looper. We're going to put on some gain. We're going to go down to the bridge, humbuckaroo, roll the treble off a little bit, and it's going to sound like this. And we're going to turn off the reverb, and then it's going to sound like this. And I know what you're thinking, that's not a sound that needs chorus, and you're right. But we're now going to bring the bypass chorus pedal back into the loop, so now the pedal's going, the signal rather, is going distortion through the bypassed pedal and back into the amp. And I reckon if I roll the tone all the way off, switch it in and out, we'll hear a difference. But I could be wrong, I normally am. Yeah, it's definitely doing something. Although, I think it sounds better with it in, which kind of goes against my theory that it's stealing tone. But it's not doing what it's supposed to, which is staying out of the way completely. It's definitely having an impact. It is. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. And why not? Let's find out what it sounds like with some drive. Let's go for one of these flangery type sounds, because that's probably going to be better. I actually kind of like it. So, I think what we've learned is that it sounds better if it's trying to be a flanger that's trying to be a chorus, not a chorus that's trying to be a chorus. Doesn't sound as bad as I remember. I don't know, I kind of like the crappy aesthetic. I'd definitely still say it's a crappy pedal. I mean, the build quality is pretty poor. It's kind of noisy, definitely steals your tone. Even if it's making it better, it's still, that's not what I want it to do. The jacks on the side, they feel really bad. It's a crappy pedal, but it's kind of good crappy, which is what we're in for. So I'm just going to kind of noodle my way out, and we'll see you next time for crappy pedal demos, where the pedals are crappy, but hopefully the demos are okay.